This is the video regarding class 12 chapter haloalkanes and haloarenes. In the last video we have seen the preparation of haloalkanes from alkane, and in this video we are going to see the preparation of haloalkanes from alkenes. So the first procedure by which we can have our alkyl halides from alkenes are the addition of halogens to the alkene. We know that a double bonded compound, that means this type of alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbon. Just like the unsaturated solution, it is also such compound where we can add some more substituent and groups. So here the ethylene compound I have taken, and this is, we can see, is symmetrical reactant, means both side of the double bond is CH2, so it is symmetrical alkene. In that symmetrical reactant, if we are adding some symmetrical reagent, that is bromine, in presence of CCl4 solvent, carbon tetrachloride solvent, then we can have the addition product. The pi electron of this CC double bond will attack the bromine, and there will be formation of this dibromide. That means the two bromine atom from Br2 molecule will add to the carbons of the double bonded, and hence we can see that this compound will be a vicinal dibromide. That means the two bromine atoms will be in the adjacent carbon atoms. So by this way we can form a dihalide from an alkene. Now the next procedure is the addition of hydrogen halides, that means the HX. So if the double bonded compound, that means the alkene, is symmetrical, and in that symmetrical alkene we are adding HX, then we don't need to worry about the side of addition. That means यहाँ पे कार्बन के साथ किस साइड में हाइड्रोजन एंड किस कार्बन के साथ हैलोजन ऐड करना है वो हमें सोचना नहीं है. यहाँ पे दोनों ही साइड में कार्बन के साथ सेम सब्स्टिट्यूएंट अगर होगा तो किसी भी कार्बन के साथ हम हाइड्रोजन ऐड करेंगे एंड किसी भी कार्बन के साथ हम हैलोजन ऐड कर सकते हैं. सो व्हेन द alkene is symmetrical, then also we don't need to worry about the side of addition. But when the both will be unsymmetrical, that means the alkene is unsymmetrical and the halogen acid which is also unsymmetrical, then we have to think about the rules of addition. That means here the addition will be according to one rule, which is Markovnikov's rule. This rule states that if there is unsymmetrical reactant and unsymmetrical reagent, then the carbon, the double bonded carbon, which one is having less hydrogen, in that carbon the negative part of the reagent will add. That means in this compound, the carbon, this one, is having less number of hydrogen. So here the halogen from HX will add to this double bonded carbon, and we can have our product like this one. That means 2-halopropane or any other substituent. If R is any other substituent, then according to that we can have our product. Now see what is the basis of this rule, and to understand this we have to see the mechanism. Let us see the mechanism. The double bonded carbon can attack the hydrogen of HX by two ways. How? If the double bond of, that means the pi bond of double bond, attack the hydrogen and it adds to this carbon, then we can have the halogen from this, the carbocation, like this one. सो CH2 के साथ अगर ये हाइड्रोजन आएगा तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा CH3 एंड इस कार्बन ने एक बॉन्ड अपना खोया है, सो इसीलिए यहाँ पे कार्बन के साथ आ जाएगा पॉजिटिव चार्ज. सो दिस वन विल बी द कार्बोकैटायन जनरेटेड इफ द double bond attack to the H plus ion of HX by this carbon. Now, if the double bond attack over the hydrogen through this carbon, then there will be addition of like this. That means this hydrogen will add to this carbon and this carbon will be positively charged. That means we can see this is 2-degree carbocation. Why? Because the positively charged carbon is attached with 2 more substituent, so 2-degree, and we can see this one is 1-degree carbocation. So between 1-degree and 2-degree carbocation, 2-degree is more stable. So for that, the more stable intermediate of this addition reaction will give us the major product. So according to Markovnikov's rule also, we have seen that major product is this one. So this mechanism, this carbocation intermediate formation and this intermediate mechanism is the basis of the Markovnikov's rule. Now let us see another case. If we are adding HBr in presence of benzoyl peroxide, then we can have what product? We can see that the product from the same substrate जो मैंने पहले लिया था, मैंने वहाँ वही reagent यहाँ पे भी लिया है, reactant वहाँ पे मैंने वही लिया है, but suppose the X is here bromine, so obviously this product will be RCHBr and then methyl. But if we take that same HBr with benzoyl peroxide, then we can see that the product is different. The bromine is adding to the more hydrogenated carbon. So that means it is anti-Markovnikov's rule. So why this opposite reaction is occurring? Why the less stable product, जो यहाँ पे less stable कार्बोकैटायन था, वहाँ से जो product मिलता, यहाँ पे वो कैसे मेजर प्रोडक्ट हो गया? तो ये समझने के लिए फिर से हमें मैकेनिज्म में जाना है. देखते हैं मैकेनिज्म क्या है. लेट अस सी. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ बेंजोइल पेरोक्साइड. वी नो दैट दिस ऑक्सीजन सिंगल बॉन्ड इज नोन एज peroxo bond, and this peroxo bond is not so stable. So this peroxide bond will undergo homolytic cleavage. That means the single bonded electron present in this bond will be taken up by this oxygen 1 and this oxygen 1. Both electron will be shared by this 2 oxygen, and there will be formation of this free radical. Now again there will be cleavage of the bond, and from this part there will be formation of carbon dioxide, and this part will give you the phenyl radical, and this phenyl radical will generate the bromine radical by this formation of benzene. It will take up the H dot from here, and this Br dot will be given as bromine free radical. So by this way the benzoyl peroxide acts as the free radical initiator, and this mechanism will follow the free radical intermediate path. So that means the mechanism of the reaction is changing in presence of benzoyl peroxide. So the product will be also different. Let us see what happens next. Next, the alkene undergoes the homolytic cleavage, and it gives us the free radical like this one. Now the bromine free radical can be added to either this carbon or this carbon. Let us see the both cases. In this case, where the bromine radical has added to this carbon, we can have this free radical, and where this bromine radical has added to this free radical, that means this carbon, then we can have our free radical like this. So between these two free radicals, again we can see this is 1 degree free radical and this is 2 degree free radical. And similarly, like as the carbocation, 2 degree free radical is more stable, so there will be formation of the product like this one. So the difference between the presence of peroxide and the absence of peroxide changes the mechanism, and then the product is also different. Now we can see I have written HBr in the both cases and the products are different. Let us see what will happen if we can take the halogen acid as HF, HCl, HBr and HI. Interestingly, only the peroxide effect will be shown by HBr. That means when the reagent is HBr, then only one time there will be product of more stability by carbocation, and other time in the presence of peroxide there will be product with more stability of free radical. But why this happens? That means why the HBr only is showing the effect? Because for the two step of this reaction, for bromine, the both reactions are exothermic. But for HF, HCl and HI, one step is endothermic. That means reaction has to be initiated by addition of energy. So for this exothermic nature, only HBr shows the peroxide effect. So often the question is asked with HCl, like the reagent is same, reactant is same, HCl is added in absence of peroxide, and one time, other time there is presence of peroxide. Interestingly, the product will be same both the times. Why? Because HCl does not show peroxide effect. So according to Markovnikov's rule, we can say that the hydrogen of this HCl will add to this carbon. So hydrogen will come here and the chlorine will add to this carbon. So the product will be 2-chlorobutane for both the cases. But if there will be HBr, then for the first time there will be product 2-bromobutane, but for the second case, in presence of peroxide, HBr will give 1-bromobutane. So this is all about the preparation of haloalkanes from alkene.